How dare you believe that such a gentle scholar is not human? When he came to the ruined temple, he told Zhang Xilin that he had been playing with someone in the mountains during the day. He was afraid. When he met the heavy rain and lost his way seeing the fire, he wanted to have a comparison. Zhang Xilin warmly invited him to come in for a fire. At this time, QiYuan suddenly found that there were more people in the temple. It was strange that he had not heard the footsteps of the scholar. He was as shocked. There was something wrong with the scholar just now. Someone said that there were monsters on the mountain. It must be abnormal that a scholar with unknown origins suddenly appeared in the wild mountains. Zhang Xilin then asked the scholar some basic questions. He learned that the scholar's name was Lucy, and he lived in Narcissus Town. However, he thought that the scholar was really capable. If he had heard miraculous, he would have believed him, but since this scholar is dazzling,
it shows that he is not a great master. At this time, Lu Xin said that he had found a full year of
casualties on his way here. He wanted to repay Zhang Xilin for their help. Then he told them the story in detail. After that, a colleague suggested that he should go to have fun with the mountain king. At this time, QiYuan thought it was bad among them. Ian continued to urge them to go as soon as possible, or they would be seen and poached by other mountain chasers. Wouldn't that be missed? Don't go. When you hear this era, don't go. But they can't help it. They can't hear you say whether
it's magical or not. They took Zhang Xilin to arrange it, so they asked Lao Jin and he Zhao Dong to follow.
The way other people in the new area stayed in the temple to see things. When they got out of the temple gate, they took the torch and set out. Since they were lying there trembling with excitement, they thought that if these peddlers had an accident, it would be his turn to have an accident. At this time, they could only hate that they could not speak. Zhang Xilin suddenly saw the chance that he was trembling all over. He thought it was a case of epilepsy. He pressed him to put some unclean wood in his mouth to prevent biting his tongue. By the way, if he really couldn't get by, he would dig a hole and bury it. Tonight he would still come here to settle down in the future. QiYuan angrily scolded. You. After a while, everyone heard a bitter smile outside. Then they thought it should be
either chef in the mountains and comforted their big bug. The voice was far away. Zhao Dong and Lao Jin
should be fine, but they still took other partners to pick up weapons. At this time, QiYuan could slowly open his eyes when he heard the roar of the tiger, but found that he could not see clearly. Fortunately,
however, there was no Chuan Shaya, and at this time, Zhao Dong ran back